All right, everybody. For those of you who don't know, my name is Michael Forrest. Before we get going, I typically ask people to stay off the stage. I, usually mute the audience and go through the emoji panel, which I know you guys know how to use. So we're not going to do any of that today because we got a small group. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take the stage blocker off, and people can stand where they want. If you want to stand on the stage, feel free. You want to do any of that, feel free. Normally, what we do is we do a presentation that teaches people how to use their Quest to the best of their ability in Altspace. And since Jacob has a new Quest here today, we're going to focus on you right now and show you some stuff you might want to need to know. All right. Now, one of the best parts about Quest Time that we typically do is we do a lot of movement exercises, right? And, so we're going to focus on that. All right. Did I set up my tools? Yeah, I did good. All right. First button you're going to want to be aware of, Jacob, and anyone else that's coming in now, right, is you've got these grip buttons on both your right and your left controllers. This is going to be how you interact with your environment in Altspace. So let's say you can't use this now because it's key to my role here. But like if you got this laser pointer here, you can kind of fidget two ways. Like if you actually spin your hand like this, you can do that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Whoa, you just threw your hand away. Look at that. Everybody see that? He threw his hand down. Do that again. Can you do that again? That looked cool. Like, I don't need this hand. I'm just going to get rid of it. All right. So, but yeah, that's pretty cool stuff. So, these grip buttons are how you interact with your environment. The only thing you need to know about this is if you're in the world building beta program and you're building worlds, when you're holding an object in the world editor with your grip button and you're carrying it around, like, where am I going to put this, right? The right thumbstick that normally turns you around in a circle like this, it won't turn you like that anymore because it's going to be controlling this object that you're holding. If you move the thumbstick right or left, it's going to change. What you say? What's that?
I don't have that type of VR.
No, you don't. But you see the sign up there that says it's Quest Time? Right?
Yes.
What we do during Quest Time is we talk about the Oculus Quest, and during Go Time, we talk about the Oculus Go. But when we have a small group like this, we can talk about anything you like. If you have a question, you just stop me. We don't have to talk about these buttons, but Jacob just got his device today. I figured you might want to know about some of this stuff. Right? But do you have a question you'd like to ask about the Go? We can cover that. You don't?
Mm-mm.
You have a question about Altspace?
No.
No? Okay. Do you mind if I keep on going? All right, cool. All right, let's do it this way. All right. Jacob, do you know how to speed up when you're walking? Do you know how to go fast?
All right, I think I do. Here.
All right, show me.
So I think I hold the trigger and then I walk. Oh,
There you go. All right, but not both triggers, just the one. That right trigger is going to do something else. You know what the right trigger does?
No, actually.
All right, cool. Let me cover that. All right, here we got. Your right trigger. Now look, I know this can be a lot to take in. These are a lot of buttons, right? It's a bit of time to get used to it. But some of these buttons, this is going to make it easier. Some of these buttons are going to do the same thing, right? Your right trigger button, like we were just talking about, and this button here, you have your left pointer enabled, this button here, they all do the same things. When you look at somebody's name tag, right? Take a look at me, I'm calling the stage, right? You take a look at me right here, right? When you look at my name tag, you point at me and you hold down that select button, right? Try it with your right trigger. Both of them work, right? Look around, and that's how you know everyone's typically. That's how we know that's Alex. We got Princess in the back. How's it going, Princess? Samuel. We got Christian. We got Halloween coming in here. We got VR Miniac. I hope I'm saying that right. But yeah, those are your select buttons, and that's that. So you got that. You got a handle on both of those teleport buttons. You know how to do that yet?
Wait, is it? Oh.
It's cool if you don't. We'll go over it. Maybe someone else here might want to learn that too. So let's go. What do I do with my laser pointer? Anybody see my laser pointer right here? There it is. I see it. It's over here. All right, cool. Awesome. Right where I need it. All right. So your teleport buttons. Here's what we got. We got my megaphone on. I'll be really unprofessional with that. All right, cool. We got. All right. These let's see. These teleport buttons. You got one here, and you got one here. If anybody moderators, if you see anyone coming up on the stage, it's completely cool. Don't worry about it. If you got on the stage, absolutely don't care. Right, so because actually, I don't really spend a whole lot of time on the stage anyway. So what's going to happen is those two teleport buttons, right, are on both your controllers. So you can teleport with both your hands. So if you hold down your teleport button with your right hand, right, and you aim it across the room, there you're going to see a white or bluish circle appear on the floor. And as soon as you let go of that button, boom, you're going to be thrown right across to that target, right? And you can do that, go in the other direction. Like if you hold down your left teleport button and you aim it right across the floor right there and let go,
Wow.
boom, you get thrown right across just like that. If you hold down and make an X with them, as soon as you let go, boom, boom, you make a zigzag, and now I'm behind you. Aha! So what you can do, all right, is you can combine these movements to get interesting results. You can even combine them with your speed button, Jacob. So if what you do is you're holding down your left trigger and you're accelerating, right? If you do this backwards and hold out your teleport and teleport in front of you, look, you can do like the Altspace moonwalk. Everybody like, sit there and like, you keep going like this and make a line like that. So you can combine these movements. And I'll tell you, after you've been doing this for about a week, you're not going to think about what buttons you're pushing anymore. It's going to become automatic. These are going to become your hands after a while, right? Like you're not going to think about what buttons you're pushing. You're just going to do it. So if I say, hey, everybody, look at that big red button, right? I don't think about how I'm pointing. I just do it. Does everybody know how to point? If you're on a question, do you know how to point? You hold down your grip button there and you go like this. You give me a Brooklyn hello, everybody. Give me some of that. And this is the best way to learn these gestures. If you see somebody do something cool that you like, hey, what's going on, Christian? How you doing? During one of the first quest times, somebody went like this, and they were doing this like bird type thing, right? So if somebody sees something, so you see something that somebody's doing and you like it, just copy it, right? If somebody's making a fist like this and they're raging up like this, the way I'm doing this is I'm holding my grip button, my trigger button, and I'm resting my hand on either the button or the thumbstick, and I can make this fist like that. And then I can rage out and go like this. I'm not going to take it anymore, Altspace. I'm not going to take it anymore, right? It's the last. I've had all I can take. People came on my stage, and this is a really great part and exercise of how to show you how to body language. Exactly. Fist bump right here. Give it to me. Ready? Boom. Just like that. Everybody, up high. Boom. We got it right there. You've got personal space bubbles on. I can't do the fist bump with the personal space bubble on. What's that about? All right, everybody. So that's basically the teleportation, some gestures to get you going. All right. And as I mentioned to Jacob earlier, this button here, this is going to do the same thing that your blue triangle button does. This opens up your main menu. You got that in your hands at all times. I haven't touched my blue triangle button in months. Every time I want to open my menu up, I just flick my hand out like that, and boom, my menu's open right now. Boom, my menu just closed. You can do it just like that. It's pretty cool. Some other things you should be aware of, right, is, this left button here is going to do so much. This left, thumbstick is going to do so much more than move you around like this. When you press down on it, it's going to recenter you. So if you find your vertical height changes, like, look, Jacob's up all high now, right? Jacob, push down on your left thumbstick. Show everybody what happens. Show everybody what happens when you press down on that left thumbstick. All right. Oh, that's cool. The left thumbstick and your left controller, that joystick, the stick that's on the left controller, push down on it like it's a button, and watch what happens. Boom. Just like, right? That'll recenter you. So if you find your vertical height changes, hey, Alex, how's it going? If you find your vertical height changes, like, all right, look, Christian, perfect. Press down on that left thumbstick. Show everybody what happens. Boom. See? So if your vertical height changes and you're not comfortable, if you feel like you're too tall, you're too short, you press down on that left thumbstick and it'll recenter you and you'll be good to go. So that's a cool thing to know about. Oh, all right. So what else do we have here? You got that, covered that. All right, cool. The one other button you should be aware of is, let's say, somebody walks into your space and says, hey, dinner's ready, right? What are you going to want to do? Right? You're going to want to push this button right here. That's the Oculus Home button. When you press it, you get taken back to the Oculus Home screen. And once there, you'll have a choice to quit or to resume, right? If you press, that's great. If you're like a Universe and you're dancing around and you press that flat, but whoa, hold on a second, what's going on here? Alex, you want to leave Hummingbird alone. Because the mod in the space, you can get rid of you at any time.
Sorry.
All right? Don't be messing with it. That's cool. Your cousin can mess with it, but do not mess with Hummingbird. She's a friend of mine. Okay?
I didn't see
Don't do
anything
that.
anyway.
I'll stop the show. No, it's cool, Hummingbird. We got this. I will stop the show. Nobody mess with her. All right? All right, everybody. So let's see here. We've got, so what happens is if you press that flat button right there, that's good to press when things go wrong. So let's say that you're in VR, right? And all of a sudden, right, you move your head and the whole world moves with you and you start to feel really dizzy and you need to get out in a hurry because something's gone seriously wrong. What you're going to want to do is press on that flat button on the right controller, and that'll take you out to the Oculus main menu, and you can just say quit. It'll close the app. You can restart the app after that and come back in. This is going to solve most of the problems that you have in Altspace. But occasionally, very occasionally, something's going to go wrong, right? Where you're going to need to, take it up to the next thing, where you're going to need to reset your device. And a lot of times when you first get your headset, you restart your device, and you'll think it's broken, right? Because the power light won't be coming on because it's not in a charge cycle, and you're going to feel like there's something that's gone horribly wrong with it. What you can do is you can actually restart your device while it's still on your head. And the way you accomplish this is you're going to feel, if you feel it with your index finger, that there's a button on the right side there. You feel that raised up button there when you move it there. What you do is you take your other index finger and you squeeze them together. This way you're pushing down on the button, right? And after about 4 seconds, your device is going to shut off and you're going to get plunged into darkness, right? Or you're going to stay in that darkness. You're not going to let go of the button, right? And you're going to wait about 10 seconds and think, why did the Oculus make it take so long to restart your device? About 15 seconds, you're going to start thinking about friends you haven't seen in a few years. You're going to start thinking about life. After about 20-something seconds, it's a really long time, you're going to see the Oculus logo emerge from the darkness. It's going to start pulsing in front of you. And then you just let go of your hands and the device will start as normal. You had a question, Samuel. What's up? You tried to say something. What's going on, Samuel? You got a question there? You froze. Oh, no. We've lost one. Got it. Samuel, speak to me, man. Speak to me. What is it? He started to say something. I stopped. Samuel, come back. Don't go into the light.
I stand.
Oh, maybe. You know what? Maybe he's trying it. Wait, he just moved. He just moved. He's going to be okay. Samuel, we're starting to talk. Maybe he pressed that button. Maybe he's like doing the whole restart thing. Of course, his hands would be up. If you do that in Altspace, it looks like you're concentrating so hard your avatar disappears. So like this. Like, focus, man. Focus. And all of a sudden, your avatar disappears like that. You know, it's pretty useful. You also have a factory reset, but be aware if you use that, you're going to lose everything. But after that, you guys have any questions? I'm happy to take them. Questions about, the Go, Quest? Yeah, what's up?
You know me from It's Go Time. I'm also known as Halloween.
I see your name is Halloween. I think I saw you in the last Go Time today. Was it?
No, not
Yeah.
Go Time. It's like a long time ago, around like Thanksgiving.
A long time.
I was on the
Like Thanksgiving.
Altspace Go.
Listen, you have to understand, I have hundreds of people come through my events a week. It's hard for me to remember particular people unless something unusual happens.
Yeah.
Okay, what happened?
On like towards Halloween.
Towards Halloween, okay. Mm-hmm.
So I was on Go Time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just hanged out and I got
Cool.
to go now. I got
Awesome.
now.
Awesome. Congratulations. Do you have any questions about your Quest? We maybe make it easier for you to get used to it? All right, cool. All right, well, if you have any questions about the controllers or about how they perform in Altspace, there's some cool stuff you can do with the Guardian, just let me know. All right. And, for a little while we're here, because at the end of the event, I don't know if you've seen this yet. I don't know how last time you've been around, but have you seen this big red button yet? Right? This big red button does something really cool at the end of our events. All right. Well, has anybody been to the Ravenhall Flight Academy and flown those ships that we have, those hovercrafts? You've done it? All right. Well, at the end of our events, we take everybody flying, right? And we go to the Ravenhall Flight Academy, right? We teach everybody to fly. But now at the academy, we have these hovercrafts that you can fly around in. They're a lot of fun. And now in our events, what we do is we have these buttons. And when you push these buttons, one of these hovercrafts is going to go right down the street. It's going to fly up over those trees out back and it's going to come down in that backyard. It's a really great way to finish our events. We've been doing it every time. And we look forward to that. Hey, Christina, what's up? How's it going? You got a question or anything like that? Can we help you? What's going on?
Not yet. I'm just
Not yet.
everything. It's all.
That's
new,
cool.
So.
Oh, welcome to Altspace. That's cool. Is your Quest new too?
It's my first time. I just got Quest.
Wow. Okay. You have a handle on all the buttons yet? Because it can take a few days to a week to get used to it. We got some great tips on how to get
still learning.
Still learning? Okay.
Yeah.
You know how to open? You know how to open up your main menu without pressing that blue and white triangle button? It's right on your controller.
No.
All right. Let me show you how to do that real quick. Hang on. Let's see here. All right. Cool. I lost my pointer. Here it is. You're going to notice that on your left controller, you've got this flat button right here. When you press on that flat button on your left controller, it's going to open up your main menu, and press it again, it's going to close. All right, that's a useful thing to keep in mind. Also, when you're moving around in Altspace, if you want to move around a little bit faster, like you see how quick I'm moving like this, right? You want to do this, moving around, right? Well, to do that, you're going to squeeze your left trigger right here, just like that, right?
Okay.
And to teleport around in Altspace, right, you can actually do it on both controllers. You've got a teleport button on both of them. It's here, right here, like that, and right here. And when you aim that, when you press on those, you're going to see a white circle appear on the floor right there. And you can just zip around like that. And you can do it with your left hand too, like that. You can even make an X with them doing it at the same time and then zigzag, just like that. Right? Pretty
That's cool.
Right? Now, I know this seems like a lot of buttons. It's a lot to take in. All right, especially if you're new. And these buttons, like these controllers, they also do your hand gestures. Like you can go like this, you can go like this, you can go like this.
Well,
Right?
I got
That-
that
Like this.
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah, exactly. Hey,
Yeah.
like that. See, you can give me a Brooklyn
Yeah.
hello, like that. Like how you doing? Just like that. All right. Now here's the thing, right? Yeah, cool. Look at this one. This is a good one. You can take a picture like this. You could squeeze the trigger there to make this moment last forever, right? But what you can do is this. It does seem like a lot to get used to, but some of these buttons they do the same thing, right? There's 3 of these buttons at least that do the same thing. What you got here, right, is on your right control. You got this select button. You got this right trigger right here, and if you have your left pointer enabled, you got this select button here. Now, if you press any one of those and point at me, you're going to see my name tag appear above my head, right? That's
Yep.
all that does. It's a select button. It does the same thing. So it's not as many buttons as you'd think. What'd you say, Alex?
Okay.
What's going on, Alex? You only have one hand, yeah, because you're on an Oculus Go, and that's great because this way you can get used to VR gradually. You don't have to worry about the complexity of 2 controllers. You can kind of take your time about it, which is a good thing. Every device has its strengths and its weaknesses. There's no one device that's better than another because each one has its own advantages in different situations. All right, now, well, does anybody have any questions before we, before we go on and, move on to the next area by pressing that big button that I'm like excited to press there? We got horrible aim. That's unfortunate. I don't want to play a shooter game with you. I don't. I just don't. I hand you the laser. It's a kind of good thing that we can't use those in groups because we got horrible aim. That could go badly. All right. Does anybody have any questions about the device or about Altspace, about the Quest, about the Go, anything anything like that? Any questions?
I'm good.
You good? All right.
Good.
Cool. It looks like we can wrap things up a little bit early today. That's cool. Listen, if you enjoy our content at all, if you go to altvr.com, you're going to notice on the upper left of the page, you're going to see something that says channels. If you press on channels, you're going to see a list of all these Altspace event channels, and you'll see Ravenhole events, like it says on the sound booth up there. And if you press on that, you'll get a list of the products that we recommend for the Quest. You'll also get a join Discord button if you want to help us put on events like this, and you'll find there the most important button on the internet, subscribe button. If you press the subscribe button, it lets Altspace know that you enjoy our content. We don't get paid to do this, so we feel good whenever that number goes up. So if you guys can press that, it'd be cool, right? Hey, Ken Forstew, how's it going? Welcome. Does anybody else, before we move on and press that button to go over to the next space, does anybody else have any questions at all? Any questions about your device, about Altspace, anything like that? All right, cool. So let's press this button. Maybe you guys can help me out with it. Yeah, wait, what'd you say? You have a question there, Christina? What's up?
I'm good. I'm good.
You good? All right. Normally at Quest Up, we usually do this whole rehearsed presentation kind of thing. So feel free to come again. But when we have a small crowd like we did in the beginning thing, only had a couple of people, we usually keep it casual, informal with questions and answers and stuff like that. And it kind of throws the rhythm off and all that. What we're going to do is you guys want to come with me now. We're going to go over to the Ravenhole Flight Academy and we're going to learn how to fly if you haven't already. All right. You want to help me push this button because sometimes it sticks? Everybody start pushing on this button here. All right. Give it a little shove. Put you back into it. Right on 3, 2, 1, push.
Ravenhole Talon aircraft
go.
en route to your position.
Now look out the window. There it goes. Look at it going by. All right, now it's going out back, everybody. So hurry up. Let's go out to the back and watch it land. Come on. Hold down on that left trigger and we'll accelerate out. Come on, everybody. Let's go. All right, let's see. It's coming down. Here it comes. It's coming down. All right, now this is going to bring us over to the Ravenhole Flight Academy. We're going to learn how to fly. And you can fly these ships when we get there if you like. Here we go.
Talon aircraft is now boarding outside for transport to the Ravenhole Flight Academy. Please exit the building and step into the blue light. Thank you.
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming. You've been a great audience, and I'll see you next time.